I don't know if you guys saw the latest videos that have gone viral today of Tucker Carlson. They're supposedly videos that were taken behind the scenes when he was just on a set. We call it a hot set, meaning when you walk into a studio, a good rule of thumb is to assume that even if you don't believe the cameras are rolling, even if you don't believe your audio is being recorded, you always assume that it is, because oftentimes, whether accidental or intentional, oftentimes it is. We've seen some of the funniest bloopers of all times from behind the scenes. You remember Bill O'Reilly, his "We'll Do It Live" video that someone released when he was being such a diva decades ago on his show. Well, Tucker Carlson has some videos from behind the scenes from a hot set that are circulating, and the intention of these videos, I want to talk about that because Media Matters is the organization that released them, and this is how they introduced them. They said Media Matters obtained video. Obtained, okay. They obtained video. So we're going to talk today about what that word means and how exactly Media Matters obtained them and why whoever gave them to Media Matters gave them to Media Matters. And of course, we're going to watch the videos because they're probably the most hilarious thing that I've seen all day. Okay, so Media Matters obtained behind the scenes video of Tucker Carlson. Obtained. I love that word. Media organizations of all kinds use this word when they mean that a snoop or a source, kind of potato in this case, a source gave them this video but doesn't want to be named for fear of getting in trouble. So what you're about to see is Tucker Carlson on his set at Fox News and Fox Nation, at his two shows, and he's on a hot set, which means he's not on air officially, but the cameras are rolling, his audio is recording, therefore the footage has been archived. Now, whether this was intentional, whether it was unintentional, I can tell you from my experience in this studio and others that oftentimes cameras are rolling, oftentimes audio is also recording because for no nefarious purposes, just because that's part of the production of the show, to get every level of audio properly managed and make sure the video is working properly. You often start rolling early. That's fine. No scandal there. It's not like someone was deliberately trying to record Tucker Carlson. But because this happened on the studio of Fox News or in a Fox News studio, because this happened in Tucker Carlson's Tucker Carlson Today studio, we know that this footage was exclusively owned by Fox News, right? This was not footage that came out of a charity dinner. This was not footage that was recorded of Tucker fishing in the park, like the video that we watched a couple weeks ago. This was not footage that happened in a public place. This was footage that was exclusively owned by Fox News, who is extremely protective of their footage, as all production companies are. We all are very protective of our footage, which means that someone within Fox News deliberately leaked this video. They gave this video to Media Matters in order for Media Matters to publish it. And we're going to watch the video first, and then we're going to talk about why Fox News gave this video to Media Matters in an attempt to portray Tucker Carlson negatively. I am happy to announce that that goal was not achieved. This video is one of the funniest videos that I've seen all day. Take a look at this.
This company is thrilled that you're doing this. I've gotten more calls from people about it.
Oh, that's great. Well, I got to say, when I came to New York a couple of weeks ago, I couldn't believe how welcoming and friendly everybody was. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, they really mean it from the owners on down.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool to see it. I like that. It's a good, people are nice in this company, I think. They've always been nice to me anyway.
I completely agree. Everyone's been very, very friendly and very nice, and I really appreciate it. But thank you so much for coming on. It's
I bet that doesn't change. Of course.
Yeah. It's just great to have you on my show. I mean, I've been on yours enough times. It's great.
I think it's totally cool. So let's, if we're going to talk about sex, I'd love to hit some of the fine points of technique. But it's your show. It's totally up to you.
We can certainly talk about your sexual technique, especially after your tanning testicles last week.
Not mine. We'll speak in more general terms, but I've got something to add.
Well, okay, that was Piers Morgan. I should have said this before I played the video. That was Piers Morgan's voice. For anybody who didn't recognize it, you probably did recognize it. Tucker Carlson was connected with him, probably just via audio, perhaps on the phone, right before he was about to be a guest on Piers Morgan's program. And I think that we can all agree that Tucker Carlson is hilarious. This is not a toxic work environment. This is not misogyny. This is not creating an uncomfortable situation by talking about inappropriate topics. Come on. This actually makes me excited for what Tucker's going to do next, because one of the things that Tucker was never able to fully showcase at Fox News, because cable news is a more serious platform. This is not something exclusive to Fox News. It's not even something negative about Fox News. This is just cable news in general. It's a very formal format. You present it in a very professional way. And so Tucker Carlson was never fully able to showcase his sense of humor, because the guy's hilarious. He's just an objectively funny person. The funniest kind of humor, in my opinion, is that deadpan humor where you say something in a serious conversation that's either maybe inappropriate, but just outrageous, but say it with a very straight face. And it just slays me. It's kind of like the humor from The Office. That's Tucker Carlson's style humor. But this was released by Media Matters as evidence that Tucker Carlson created a toxic workplace. The second video they released, it was all in this same article, the same Twitter thread from Matthew Gertz. He's a senior person at Media Matters. The second video of Tucker Carlson is Tucker commenting on, I'm not sure who, he doesn't specify who he's talking about, but the girlfriend of some guy. Take a look.
You wouldn't? Okay. I'm not, you know what? I'm not qualified on that score, I will say. I thought his girlfriend was kind of yummy. Just kidding, in case this is being pulled off the bird. Yeah, the bird. Hey, Media Matters for America. Go yourself. That's the first thing I want to say tonight. Second thing is, totally kidding. I don't even know what his girlfriend looks like. And if I did, I would not find her yummy.
Okay, first of all, the bird is the satellite. It's a slang term in cable news used for the satellite, which is where they beam footage in order to then collect it at headquarters. Because Tucker films either in Florida, or he did, I should say formerly. He filmed at his home in Florida or at his summer home in Maine. He did not often film in Washington, D.C. or New York, where Fox's main headquarters are. So the footage would be beamed up to the satellite and then from his home and then beamed down to headquarters. So he was talking about pulling it from the bird, the footage that was in space, and then back down. I think it is so funny that he called out. I mean, this is actually embarrassing for Media Matters to post this stuff, right? Because he is openly mocking Media Matters because he knew that they would, A, care about, and B, misrepresent, and 3, fall onto their fainting couches because he called a woman yummy. I'm sorry, I'm a pretty traditional woman. I don't curse. I believe in being respectful of other people's sexuality. And I gotta say, I don't find it offensive. I'm feeling my feelings right now, checking in. I'm not offended by Tucker Carlson describing a woman as yummy. Really, you're pretty sensitive if you can't think of something a little more offensive than calling someone yummy. It's not like he did that on air. He was talking to one of his friends. Who cares? Who cares?
Hi guys, it's Liz Wheeler. Don't forget to watch my show, The Liz Wheeler Show, every night at 7 p.m. on the First TV. You can download the free First TV app, or you can visit thefirsttv.com/Liz and start watching today.